We've seen him as a high school science nerd, the multiversal glitch, the wide-eyed protege up to a billionaire philanthropist. But whether he's awkwardly fanboying over the Avengers or trading quips with a guy that has mechanical octopus arms, one thing remains. Peter Parker is the hero who could have been any of us. He's the guy who has to save the world at 5 o'clock and somehow find a way to pay the rent by 6. Today, we're looking into the we're going to look past the spandex to find the spider gene in our own lives and why his specific brand of heroism is the blueprint for modern resilience. But before we swing into the action of the psychology of the webhead, if you're enjoying these deep dives into the icons that have shaped our culture over the decades, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps the algorithm find more people who are looking for a bit more perspective. All right, so Spider-Man is unique because he exists in a state of perpetual compare and contrast. On one hand, you have the wide-eyed kid who views the world with a sense of wonder and hero worship. And on the other, you have the cocky, confident wall crawler who uses humor as both a weapon and a shield. So the quip as a psychological tool. Researchers have long studied humor as a coping mechanism. A study published in Europe's Journal of Psychology suggests that affiliative humor, try saying that 5 times fast, the kind that Peter uses to lighten the tense situations, can significantly reduce anxiety and improve resilience. When he's slinging insults at villains, he isn't just being a smart aleck, he's managing his own cortisol levels so he can perform under pressure. Now, the hero worship, that wide-eyed nature that represents a core human trait, aspiration. And honestly, I'm going to point this at the Tom Holland Spider-Man at the moment, especially when he was fighting Winter Soldier. He's like, you got a metal arm? Man, this is cool. And of course, he's talking in the middle of a major fight. He aspires. In Jungian psychology, this is the pure atronus. I hope I said that right. Hopefully you read it correctly. But he's the eternal youth. Seeing Peter look up to others reminds us that even heroes need mentors. It keeps him grounded in the human world rather than the super. It's a reminder that no matter how much power we have, we're always students of life. Now, have you ever noticed that how Peter Parker is often a stuttering, socially awkward guy, but the second that mask goes on, he becomes the most confident person in the room? Well, there's a fantastic and fascinating psychological phenomenon at play here, and that's called the Batman effect. In 2016, a study published in the Journal of Child Development explored self-distancing. They found that when individuals, even adults, pretend to be a courageous character, they perform better on difficult tasks and show more perseverance. By putting on the mask, Peter Parker creates a psychological distance from his own insecurities. We do this in our regular lives all the time. We have our professional mask, we have our parenting mask, we have our brave face for the tough conversation mask. The lesson from Spider-Man isn't that the mask is a lie, it's that the mask allows us to access a version of ourselves that already exists but is currently buried under fear. In the comics, in the comics, there's a recurring theme called the Parker look. It's something, if something can go wrong for Peter, it will. His car breaks down. He gets the flu when he needs to fight the goblin, or he loses his job because he was busy saving a bus full of kids. But Spider-Man isn't the king. He's the king of post-traumatic growth. According to the American Psychological Association, resilience isn't a trait that you're born with. It's a set of behaviors and thoughts you learn through struggle. Every time Peter fails at life, he rebuilds. He doesn't become cynical. He remains hopeful. When we face our own Parker luck, that string of bad breaks that makes us want to quit, Spider-Man serves as a reminder that our character is defined not by the streaks of bad luck, but by the grace in which we recover from those streaks. At his center, Spider-Man is defined by the burden of choice. Unlike characters born into royalty or gifted with godlike invulnerability, Peter is just a guy. He's a regular person who is constantly inconvenienced by his own altruism. This is what psychologists call self-transcendence. In a report from the Review of General Psychology, it notes that self-transcendence, the ability to move beyond self-interest for the sake of others, is a primary indicator of long-term life meaning. Peter's life is harder because he's a hero, but it's also richer. He teaches us that the cost of doing the right thing is high, but the cost of not doing the thing is even higher. The loss of our own soul. So, how do us regular folks, men and women living in the real world, apply this archetype? 3 ways. First, own your neighborhood. You don't have to save the planet. Spider-Man is a friendly neighborhood hero for a reason. Just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Now, it's a neighborhood in New York, but still, it's a neighborhood. Real-world heroism is often found in local impact. Mentoring a colleague, helping a neighbor, standing up for someone in some small way. It's the little things that help us get through, or help the world be better. The second way is you use humor as resilience. When life gets heavy, find the quip. Using lightheartedness in the face of stress isn't about being immature. It's about maintaining your agency when things feel out of control. And third, the 10% responsibility rule. We often feel overwhelmed by the world's problems. Peter Parker's philosophy teaches us that you have the ability to help, if you have the ability to help one specific moment, you have the responsibility to act. You don't have to fix everything, just what's in front of you. Spider-Man reminds us that you don't need a lab accident to be iconic. You just need the courage to stay human while doing superhuman things. It's about the kid who stays wide-eyed enough to believe the world can be better and cocky enough to believe that he's the one that could help make it so. Now, if this perspective hit home with you, please make sure you comment below. I want to know which version of Spidey is your Spider-Man. Also, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. I don't want you to miss any of my perspectives here. And of course, feel free to share this perspective with someone who might need to hear the message. I'd appreciate it. And of course, if you want to support my work just a little bit more, down in the comments, there's going to be a link for buymeacoffee.com /perspectives of Jerry. Hey, every hero needs coffee. And trust me, I need the caffeine. So until next time, folks, keep your eyes wide, keep your chin up. If you have power, use it responsibly. Everybody, I hope you have a great day.